change the audio setting. Turn the music down. Okay, so I turned the music down so that we could hear what I'm saying. I've had videos where we couldn't hear what I'm saying. Now this is talking about Access Football and the simple things they just need to add to the game to make it just a little bit of a better game. Now, I will start by saying there's no ranting, there's no down talking, there's no, you know, I appreciate the fact that they released this on the PS4 because I didn't think they would. They didn't put 19 on the PS4, but so there's no angry, hard feelings, nothing like that. These are just simple little things that I think the game would, that I hope that they would look into adding to the game to make it a little bit more of a competitive game. I'm going to start by showing you our schedule. As you can see, this is our second season in. We were undefeated last season. And the game has gotten extremely easy. It's very, very simple. Even with that being said, Access Football 18 is even easier than this. And I'm specifically talking about the PS4 version of the game. Now, I can tell you a few things that they need to do with the computer AI to make this game a little bit more competitive. They desperately need stops, and it's kind of easy to sack the quarterback. Let's take a look at some stats here now. Okay, now as you can see, my guy has 37 sacks. My other guy is I'm the Outlaws, by the way, the Las Vegas Outlaws. Top 3 sackers are from our team. The reason that is because when I choose to blitz somebody who's not being blocked, the quarterback doesn't scramble. He just tries to hurry and throw the football. He doesn't really scramble. Sometimes they try to step away from you, but we're going to go ahead and go into some gameplay, and I'm going to show you directly, this is my franchise mode here, but we're going to get all the way into it here. I like to use either the pistol or air raid playbook, but really I can use any playbook. We're playing against Seattle. Try to make them look a little bit like the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, so alright, let's get into it. I was going to show you that my guy who has 37 sacks, he's not even a high-rated player. He doesn't have speed. He doesn't have much of anything. It's just that it's pretty easy to get in there. It's not even the fact that it's easy to get in there. It's the fact that the quarterbacks don't really run away in this. They sidestep a little bit, but they don't take off running. This game needs scrambling quarterbacks. From a defense, as far as the CPU, they need to scramble with their quarterbacks. That's one thing they desperately need to do to improve the difficulty of this game, because eventually it's not really. But I will say, strangely, I love playing this game. I just like the idea of just having a generic game that you can choose from.
And analyst Mike Steele is in the booth with me as
always.
Dave, I won't lie.
We'll turn the announcers off. Turn the sound down. Okay, so now I will tell you, I prefer this over Maximum Football. I'm going to explain why in just a second here. And I'm also going to be telling you things I love about this game. I absolutely love the deep ball in this game. Maximum Football does not have a very good deep ball at all. Their deep ball is pretty poor, to be completely honest with you. Now this is the defense I always pick a weak blitz, and I user control this linebacker. I get close to the line, and then I just come in. And if they do a running play, I have a pretty good chance at a sack if they don't pick me up. See, I got in. See what I was saying earlier? He's seen me coming in, and the AI is good enough to know that he's got to get rid of the football. So there's some AI there. They just don't ever seem to scramble. It seems like we just always sack the quarterback in this. And now they got a punt already because we're constantly sacking the quarterback. That was not a user-controlled sack, but that was one of my blitzers because I select a weak blitz. And let's go ahead and start. I love the deep. I'm addicted to the deep ball in this. They just throw so far. It's just so cool. But he got to me. My guy was open. They do a little bit better job of getting to your quarterback. To add a flip side to what I was saying earlier than Access Football 18 did on the... See, look, he's getting there quick. Wow, he's getting to me. I do like that. That kind of adds to the difficulty factor. 3rd and 29 now. So now we're forced to go really deep. And that's picked off. Good little play there. Good little interception. See, they picked me up. I couldn't get to the quarterback that time. Seattle is one of the better teams in this game. Now, I will tell you, the AI is smart enough to... If you use a user-control player and blitz him when he's not supposed to blitz, and he's supposed to pick up somebody there, they will try to throw it to that guy. Because that guy usually will be open. So they do pick up on that. But they're just... The computer is just constantly punting on here. They just... Sometimes they put together good drives, more so than Access Football 18. As you can see, he totally screwed that up. See? The defense, sometimes they feel like they go through stretches where it's fairly competitive. As Access Football 18 on PS4, there just was nothing there from the standpoint of being competitive. As you can see, there's nobody coming into the quarterback on that one. And I'm just kind of throwing plays together. I'm not really like trying that hard because you don't really have to on here. As you can see, we're strangely dropping a lot of passes. Wow. So we're going to go ahead and punt. I love the way the ball travels in the air in this. Maximum Football, the ball travel when on punts, kicks, and deep balls is pretty... It's not very good. Especially deep balls. In this one, they throw them nice and high. Put some velocity on it. This is kind of a fast-paced game, as you can see. But if you want it slower, you can. You can make the players move quicker. 3rd and 4. Look how fast I'm just kind of rushing through this. They're doing a good job of keeping me from sacking the quarterback. Not really, because we've already gotten him. But they're running the ball. I think they're doing that because of my blitzers. And I think they just don't want to deal with... He caught that with one hand. I learned not to overpower guys. Because you can, you know, edit your players. Not during the franchise you can't, but, you know, you can edit your players before you start a franchise. And I maxed out a guy's speed, and it was just way too overpowering. So I brought it back down to normal. But yes, this game could use... And for some reason, we're dropping a lot of passes. That's okay. Because we kind of need some type of disadvantage somewhere. When you look at our scores... Wow, look at all these stops they're getting. They're actually stopping us in this game. So we're going to go for it on 4th down. Look at us. I don't know if we should be doing this. And we didn't get it. Look, we haven't scored yet. Look at this. I might have to turn to my running game. That's the guy that has 37 sacks this season. Is the guy that I'm controlling now, Walters. Wow, we went through a whole quarter without scoring at all. They might try to do something to us here. I mean, just for some reason, the indie games that make sport games are never really hard. On the hardest difficulty is always like super easy for some reason. Even if you talk about like casual games, like I'm not gonna say the name of games, but I have a lot of them because I like the indie sport games. I like having them as that extra option. You know, the generic titles with generic teams and players. As they keep on running the football. But nobody seems to make a game that's super hard. You can have a season and have a perfect record and blow everybody out every time. Let's try to run the ball, see if we can get something going there. Because we are... Wow, look at this. Look at this. They're trying to do something. I don't know, man. I'm kind of impressed. This team is trying to give us a little bit of a fight here. Okay, he's going to give me a safety. Oh, my goodness. This is tough. Third and 19. I might just run for this. Let's see if we can do something with our running back, because we haven't been able to. He's been killing us. Ah, that juke was a little too much. Let's see if we can't hit that guy on the side triangle. Yeah. We got to put together a drive here. Dag, they're going after the quarterback, ain't they? They're trying to do a little something to us. Ooh, that whole right side is wide open. Big mistake on their part, right? What should I run here? I'm going to do a play action. Try to catch him sleeping. Oh, man. They got me. Let's come in an empty formation here. Let's come in an empty. Man, my guy was in the way. Damn. Look at look how far they're throwing this football. Alright, man, they're putting some defense on us, man. Because they're going after our quarterback. Oh my goodness. They're just we just can't seem to score, can we? Should we kick a field goal all the way from here? Yeah, I think I will. We got no wind. Oh, we got the 53-yarder. Look at that. Because whoever that is rushing our quarterback. He's doing a heck of a job. He's getting in there. I've never had it this challenging before. In all the time that I've played it. I got another game on here. On my channel. You know, if you look on my page, you'll see it. I came back from 30 to 27. I mean 30 to 7. We were trailing 23 points and we came back. So I mean, yeah. But they're trying to do something here. They're trying to get an upset on us. But see, they're running the ball because we keep blitzing. I keep calling that blitz play, and they're tired of getting their quarterback smashed, so they're just gonna keep running it. And they're gonna punt it again. You guys want to keep punting? Let's see if we can't run this back. Nope. All right, we haven't been able to put nothing together. Dang, that guy's got... Whoever that is killing me. I'm going to have to look up their guys' stats, man, because they got some good guys out there. I think it's one particular guy that's second my quarterback. Oh, crap. What? He came up with a catch? Okay. They're trying to play a little defense here. I shouldn't have ran backwards. That was really stupid. Let's see if we can't hit him with this screen play. God, they got some speed on that defense, don't they? Wow, look at those players flying out. No. We need a touchdown, man. We got all of our timeouts. Did he catch that? No. Oh, he did? What? Okay. Let's put the hammer on him. I think I could hit that tight end at the edge there. So we got him, didn't we? Yeah, somebody just commented and says, how many minutes do you play on? I play on 10-minute quarters. But I have a fast accelerated clock, though. The clock moves pretty fast. So that's the way I play it. And I always call the 4-3 weak blitz. It seems to be very effective. You know. Seems to be a very effective play. It seems like they don't like passing when you do this. Wow, they call it timeout. We're still going to run it. We should be playing a deep zone, but we're not. We're going to go ahead and... So 10-0. Let's take a look at our stats. Look at their quarterback. 7 for 7. Look at that. We actually got an interception. But yeah, we do 10-minute quarters. I do 10-minute quarters. But the clock, as you can see, it moves pretty fast. I'm thinking about using a different kick return. He's ran back a couple, but he's not really that fast. They don't have guys moving motion in this game at all. They just audible, but you have to be in the same formation.
Blue 26.
Those plays seem pretty effective. In Axis 18, those were always overthrown, like almost every time.
47. Blue hike.
That's a touchdown. Yep. So even though they've done a decent job stopping us compared to the other games that we've played, the other, scores, we're always in the 50s. This is a decent little extra option to play. Just kill time, casually play. It's no big deal. But they are slowing down my blitz.
Blue 47. Blue 47.
Not necessarily, because we got three players that lead the league in sacks. This guy here, Doe Walters, has 37.
Ready. Set hike.
There he goes again.
Set hike.
They got some speed on that team, I'm telling you. We should throw a play action at him. Try to catch him napping. Oh, he dropped it. Let's see if we can't run the football. As you can see, this ain't like playing Madden. You just kind of rush through the plays and just call whatever, without putting that much thought into it. Whenever that deep ball's there and he's got his man beat, I take it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get to some of the issues I was raising. As you can see, this team right here is a little bit more competitive than most teams, even though they're losing 24-0, but they're not very competitive offensively, but their defense is a little bit better than some of the CPU users in this. Because I do play on Hall of Fame difficulty. And like I said, when I'm getting to that quarterback, sometimes that quarterback needs to take off running. They never do that in this. And that's why I get so many sacks. They don't scramble away from you. They need scrambling quarterbacks in this. That's one thing they need. And they just don't have them. They just try to either hurry up and throw the ball or... Wow, see? I got to him, but he got it off, which is good. Sometimes they might juke you a little bit. But see the way he was running back? When we were coming in, he should have took off running. Like just toward the left. That would make more sense. You know. Because we blitz all day in this. See, he just tries to get it off quicker. Which is fairly decent. You know, that's not terrible. But at least he's doing something. But that's why they can't put together no drives. You got to scramble away from my guy, at least try to do something. They might kick a field goal. Oh yeah, they'll make that. They make pretty far field goals in this. As you can see, they've been going after my quarterback a lot in this. But sometimes when I scramble, I don't have anybody even coming close. Oh, shoot, he's coming after me. Oh, I couldn't get away. I did a Patrick Mahomes right there, didn't I? Running back too far. I ain't gonna lie, they're tearing my quarterback apart. Look Look how strong that arm is. Oh, that was picked off. As it should have been picked off. That was crazy. It's just the fact that they throw it so high in this game. They throw it really high as well as really far. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, he got it off. I tried to sack him. So he's pretty smart there. Oh, somebody's asking me as the Seahawks. Well, this isn't really the Seahawks. I don't know the names of these players on the Seattle. What are they called in this? What are they called? Seattle something. I can't remember. But I don't know the names of the players, but they have a pretty good defensive lineman that, or linebacker or somebody that just keeps getting my quarterback. I think, oh, they're called the Seattle Bruins, yeah. No, I don't have the Seattle Seahawks. I think you can only do that on the, you know, the mods on PC. You can't do that on PS4. So we're just stuck with the Bruins. I know in some of the other older Access football games, you can change the names of the teams. You never could change the logos for the PS4 version. You couldn't do that. Yeah, you could never do that. So we just have the Seattle Bruins. I'm playing as the Las Vegas Outlaws. We finally got to the quarterback again. There's a flag. I'm going to decline it. I want 2nd and 17. That guy's, his name is something Delgado or something like that. Yeah, of course they're not named the Seahawks due to licensing because they don't have the NFL license, but these teams are obviously imitating NFL teams. As you see, they have the same colors most of the time. Like the Miami Warriors look kind of like the Dolphins in this. So yeah, I mean, but like I said, I can't remember, like, as you can see, he's wearing number 3 like Russell Wilson. But most teams, that ain't the case. You know, you don't have, like... Now, you do have the Atlanta Razors. Their quarterback is wearing number 2, like Matt Ryan. So sometimes you will see that. But not all the time. They even have players... I saw a player with the last name Roethlisberger on here, but it wasn't not a quarterback. It was like a lineman. I thought that was going to be overthrown. Yeah, I know some people edit the player names and stuff to make it NFL. I did that I was starting to do that in Maximum Football, but Maximum Football just wasn't really doing it for me anymore. And this is starting to, you know, believe it or not, this plays better than Maximum to me, as far as, like, there's some things that Maximum has better than this, but man, look at that. I want to see, this game doesn't have replays because I want to know who it is. I can look at the stats and tell who let's see, let's take a look. Who's getting me? Who is that that's sacking the crap out of my quarterback? Okay. Reed, the defensive lineman, he's sacking my quarterback, whoever that's supposed to be. Look at that. That guy's got some speed, man. He's killing me back there. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. Man, I ain't never got killed like that. See if we can't. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was just slightly overthrown. Doggone it. I thought I had that. Yeah, he did that on purpose. Oh, you're saying this entire league is based on the 2015 season? I didn't even notice that. I'm going to take a look at that, because that could be the case. Wow. Because I know some players have, like, current player, I'll say, the number of the player, like quarterbacks and stuff. And I know the Falcons have some, or not the Falcons, the Atlanta Razors have a wide receiver wearing number 11. And, you know, you see a lot of that stuff. You see some of that stuff in this game, but I didn't realize it was, like, based on that. So maybe that's Marshawn Lynch back there. But these quarterbacks, they put up good numbers, though. Like the CPU, way better than Maximum Football 18. Oh my gosh. They get like 3 and 4 completions in a whole game and stuff. They was absolutely awful. This is the lowest we've ever scored in a game, by the way. Oh, I blew that sack. You see that? I was going to drop some NBA 2K videos, but man, NBA 2K is quite disappointing right now. They got some speed on there. Somebody said, don't blitz with the linebacker. I always blitz with the linebacker. He has 30. One of my linebackers has 39 sacks now. Oh, crap. And, like, when I play this game, I don't put, like, too much thought into it, really. I just kind of throw plays out there. It's kind of like, I'm not playing this the same way I played Madden. When I played Madden, wow, you see that hit? That was pretty funny. When I play Madden, I play on all Madden difficulty, so it's like I put a lot of thought into my plays and all that kind of stuff. Whoa, nice stop. Look at that. Oh, there's a flag. I bet we held. Yep. We'll go ahead and punt it. Wow, they're trying to stop us here. They only got 35 seconds, so they pretty much blew it. They're down 14. This is the closest I've ever been in franchise mode. So it looks like they're trying to be a little bit more competitive now. But yeah, I just kind of call plays without putting too much thought into it when I play this. just kind of put it out there. Not a whole lot of, you know, analyzing really. I just kind of pick the game up and play it really. I was not able to get a PS5. Somebody just asked that. Absolutely was not able to get one. I tried to get one, but I think somebody was trying to rip me off. I didn't get it. There's no games on there right now that I want anyway. At all. Like, there's just nothing out on the PS4 that I would actually have right now. Because I don't want any of those games yet. You guys are lucky my guy doesn't know how to run. Game over. So, wow. Look at that. 29-33. 29 of 33. It's not too bad, but we... No, that's them. They put up some good numbers passing the football, but... Yeah, we kind of ran the football a little bit. Wait a minute, hold on. Anyway, let's end the game. Because I'm going to show you the scores that I usually get in this game. I usually get some pretty serious blowouts. That right there was the exception of that. That was a lot closer than a lot of the other, you know, games that I've played. I actually scored 84 points in the last game that I played before this one. 84 points. What's going on here? This game has some serious glitches, by the way. Anyway, let's take a look. So, as you can see, we won 84-14. These are our normal scores, right? But in this particular game, we had 24-10. But as you can see, let's take a look at our standings. We're plus 307. Okay. Take a look at league leaders. See, look at that glitch. I have Johnny. I put Johnny Manziel in this game, guys. But I made his I don't even know what, you know, your attributes in this are A's, B's, C's, and D's basically. And for some reason they have his name twice on two different teams with the same exact stats. It's like a weird bug that's in this game. As you can see, everywhere that he's there. Look at that. He's averaging 501 yards a game. Look at that. That's crazy. He's not quite throwing the touchdowns that I'm throwing, but he's killing me in yards, though. Look at that. 4,000 yards already in just how many games? 8 games? That's crazy. Putting up some crazy numbers. But anyway, let's take a look at my sacks. One guy has 40 sacks in 8 games. That's ridiculous. And then all 3 of those guys you see are all linebackers. 13, 10. That's ridiculous, you know. Because we always run that weak blitz. And you get in there, man. When you run that, you get to that quarterback. So yeah, they got to do something about that. If they're going to make this game more competitive, they're going to have to fix that. But yeah, as you can see, this game has a lot of advanced stuff in the franchise, but it's too easy to, like, look, our morale is 100%, and I don't do anything. I just play and win, that's it. It's not really like complex. There's nothing really hard about this game. Even though sometimes we're not ranked high in some categories, teams don't really have a chance to beat us. But I do prefer this over maximum now. I used to prefer maximum, but I've switched over. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I've been playing it. I've been, a lot longer than I expected the game to be. I didn't plan on making a super long video, but